Testosterone is great. You are pretty much what your hormones allow you to be. Before 2012, it's what made you a man. But you know, there's been an epidemic. And it's very important, not even in your fitness journey, but just in general, that you have good hormone health. So here are a few methods, some based on research, some not really, that will help optimize, maximize your testosterone. I'm gonna be making like a steak and rice bowl, which will lead pretty well to my first topic of your nutrition, like how you should be eating. Now, when it comes to maximizing your testosterone with your nutrition, it's important that you're eating enough to begin with. Like if you're starve maxing on a cut for like a bodybuilding show, you're gonna see a dip in testosterone, no doubt. Like some of these bodybuilders will get to like double-digit nanograms per deciliter in their testosterone, which if you're not aware will physiologically classify you as a woman. Now, when it comes to what exactly you should be eating, for hormone health, it's better to eat higher in fat, more specifically unsaturated and omega-3s. Great options for those will be like fish, olives, avocados, steak. But fish fats are definitely slept on. There's a reason why fish oils are a common supplement. You're gonna see a lot of benefits from fat when you're eating fatty fish. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna throw some sardines in this bowl right here I'm making. Like, you open up a pack of sardines and you think like, that looks nasty, like that looks gross as fuck. It honestly isn't that bad though, especially when you like see the benefit of eating them. It's gonna sound ridiculous, but I feel like I could run through a wall about 15 minutes after I eat a pack of sardines. It's just so primal. If you open it up, it's just like fish without the head, and that's it. This went straight from the ocean to the can. There was no processing in between. It's just primal as fuck. I love sardines. Now, if I'm on a cut, I gotta ease up with those because they are higher in fat than tuna, but tuna is also great. But with nutrition, make sure you're just eating enough in general and that you're eating enough fats. And also make sure you're eating organic. I don't think I need to be the one to tell you that eating ultra processed shit is not gonna help your testosterone or your hormones or anything. I don't know about you guys, I don't know about other people, but I can genuinely see a difference when I eat organic versus when I don't. Like I'll have less brain fog, I'll have more energy, more sustained energy. I'll just be in a better mood. And that kind of leads me into my next point, which is why these ultra processed foods are so bad. Now, one of the main factors this epidemic even exists in the first place is because of microplastics. I think we've all seen those charts where it shows the testosterone of a dude in like the 1930s and like now, it's like a threefold difference. It's likely due to microplastics. So the best way to avoid that is just using less plastic in general. If you can, use a non-plastic water bottle, cotton clothing, especially cotton underwear. I actually have this one underwear brand I really like. I'll put them in the description. If you can use non-plastic Tupperware containers, and using a wooden cutting board instead of a plastic one. And I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite, I know. But I actually do need a wooden cutting board, I'll be on that. Another thing that's important is your vitamin D intake. If you're not familiar, vitamin D is what you get from the sun. It literally costs no money. Just go outside. There are vitamin D supplements, but you wouldn't need it. You wouldn't need to pay for that if you go outside and touch grass, like it's free. Unless you're living in Alaska in like January and you get 3 hours of sunlight a day, no reason for you to be paying for vitamin D. And I've seen people like sun their balls. I haven't really done research into whether that's better than just getting sun on your skin. I mean, you do you, but you're actually gonna increase your testosterone more if you do it in a school zone. Just kidding, don't do that. If you get sun anywhere on your skin, you're gonna be reaping the benefits. And it really only is like 15 minutes a day. The more the merrier though. And this couldn't be a testosterone optimization video without talking about sleep. I've never had sleep problems. I don't think there's much to it. Make sure you're getting your 8 hours. I like to take magnesium before bed, that helps me sleep. I want to take melatonin, that's fine. Just be careful with that, because that's also a hormone. And with hormones, if you exogenously put it in your body will start making less of it. So if you're taking too much melatonin for too long, your body will stop creating it naturally, and that'll cause problems. I'm not gonna go too much into sleep because there's not much to it, but that's not to say it's not very important and should be one of your top priorities when you're trying to optimize your testosterone. Then you gotta obviously stay active, but I have a problem with people training like pussies in the gym. And you might not believe me, but you're gonna see a massive spike in testosterone when you're training like a man with balls in the gym. If you're afraid to make like a little grunt when you're lifting, that's just a low test mindset right there. You don't have to be like me. I'm like borderline obnoxious about it. You don't have to do all that. Like it's cutting season right now. Everyone's on the cut. It's like late spring. People want to look good on the beach. And everyone's asking about what peptides and what supplements they should be taking. Like what can get done to them. But no one asks about my cardio routine, right? Like that's like the most important shit. That's really a far more important factor than your supplements. But people just want the easy way out. They don't want to know what they have to do. They just want to know what can get done to them. Anyway, that was a little bit of a tangent. But training hard is something you can do to increase your testosterone. Another thing you can do and you should do is put yourself in more competitive environments. I mentioned this before on this channel, but there was an Andrew Huberman podcast. He directly correlates testosterone to competitiveness. You don't want to be an asshole, right? We're being overly competitive about every minute thing. But seeking more competition in your day-to-day life will definitely help your testosterone. I think playing basketball is a great way to do this. But to be fair, it doesn't even have to be physical. Like playing chess, it's a high testosterone activity, right? No science behind that. But I mean, no one's gonna argue that. No one's gonna argue that chess is a low test activity. What you'll notice about people with high testosterone is they aren't afraid of confrontation. That doesn't mean they're aggressive and they're looking for a fight, but they aren't afraid to be the one standing out. They aren't afraid to have a differing opinion and voice it. And you may be thinking, man, that's an effect of high testosterone, not really a cause that'll bring you high testosterone. I would argue against that because I feel like if you practice that, you practice voicing your opinion even when it's not the popular one. If you do things that high testosterone people do, you're gonna increase your testosterone. Steak and rice right here, gonna add the sardines and a few other things. Like, look at the sardines here. Like, look how primal, Like, look how primal that looks. Like, it doesn't taste good and you know it. But that's what makes it taste good. Like, I don't know. I could eat sardines, whatever. I'd never get full of sardines. Maybe I'm just a little fucked up, man, I don't know. All right, these last few things aren't really science-based. Like, these will be just my own observations. Listening to aggressive music, can't tell me you don't feel it when you're in the gym blasting your music. This could be either rap or like rock. Either way, it'll be a benefit. I mean, there's no research behind that. There might be. Or nonfiction books and war documentaries. It's a much better form of media than the estrified goy-slop clavicular nonsense you guys watch. And the last tip will be exogenously injecting the hormone into your body. Nah, I'm kidding. Actual last tip is maybe participate in more risky behavior. This comes a lot to the point I was making before with confrontation. Again, it can be seen more as an effect rather than a cause. But I do think it's interesting that the typical gambling addict will have higher testosterone than an average individual. And this has been studied, like this is true. So there's no point in injecting steroids when you can just go to the casino, increase your test, and make money at the same time. Nah, I don't do that shit. I don't gamble at all. I think gambling's stupid. Because you don't really have a control over the outcome, really. Like if you were to put the money you gamble into a business, like you're able to put in so much work where that will be successful. And if not, you could say, hey, you gave it everything. If you just like throw a bunch of money and spin a wheel, even if you make the money, you didn't earn that. Yeah, it'd be nice. It's a quicker way to do it, but you're gonna have way lower odds and no control really over the outcome. I guess it would depend. Maybe if you're a good poker player, you can earn more. But even at the end of the day, it comes down to luck and the house always wins. Anyways, the final product right here. We got rice, steak, sardines, beets, which are great by the way. If you're a vegetarian, you're not gonna get your iron in at all unless you eat beets. And everyone loves coconut water, like I love coconut water. It's very high in potassium, vitamin C, but no one talks about beet juice, also very high in potassium and iron, so super cool. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any other tips, let me know in the comments. If you think the ones I gave you were fucking stupid, let me know. But if you can, go have a steak today. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.